Welcome back to Nation of Glory. Today we bring you the story of a woman whose life has been a journey of extraordinary highs, heartbreaking lows, and inspiring comebacks. She is someone who grew up under the blinding lights of Hollywood, faced struggles most people could never imagine, and yet rose above them all to become a symbol of resilience, warmth, and joy. This is the story of Drew Barrymore. Drew Barrymore was born on February 22, 1975, in Culver City, California, into one of the most famous acting dynasties in Hollywood history, the Barrymore family. From the very beginning, her life was surrounded by cameras, scripts, and stage lights. Acting wasn't just a career for her family, it was a legacy, a tradition passed down for generations. But while her famous last name opened doors, it also placed heavy expectations on her small shoulders. Drew's father, John Drew Barrymore, was an actor, and her mother, Jade, managed her early career. But Drew's childhood was far from stable. Her parents' troubled relationship and the absence of a steady home life meant Drew had to grow up quickly. Still, even as a child, she had a light in her. Her smile, her energy, her natural charm, people saw it right away. That light caught the attention of the world when she was just 7 years old. In 1982, she was cast as Gertie in Steven Spielberg's E.T. the Extra-Terrestrial. Her performance captured hearts around the globe. Audiences couldn't resist the little girl with the big smile and sparkling eyes who brought warmth to one of the greatest films of all time. Overnight, Drew became a superstar. She wasn't just an actress, she was America's sweetheart. But fame at such a young age can be both a blessing and a curse. For Drew, it was both. The spotlight gave her opportunities few could dream of, but it also exposed her to pressures and temptations no child should ever face. By the age of 9, Drew was already attending Hollywood parties. By the time she was a teenager, she was battling addiction. She later admitted to drinking alcohol by the age of 9, smoking marijuana at 10, and using cocaine at 12. The world that had embraced her as a child star was now watching her spiral. Her struggles were heartbreaking, but they were also public. The tabloids followed her every move. By 13, Drew entered rehab for the first time. By 14, she attempted suicide. For most people, these kinds of experiences could have destroyed their future. But Drew was different. Even in her darkest moments, she had a will to survive, a will to fight. After a court battle, she was emancipated from her parents at the age of 15. Legally free, she had to learn to live on her own, to build herself back up, to create her own identity away from the chaos that had defined her childhood. Many people wrote her off, calling her another Hollywood tragedy. But Drew refused to let that be her story. In the 1990s, she started rebuilding her career. At first, she leaned into her rebellious image, starring in eggier films that showcased her daring spirit. But soon, she began finding roles that reminded audiences why they loved her in the first place, her ability to light up the screen with joy, humor, and heart. One of her most beloved comebacks came in 1996 with Scream. Though her role was brief, her shocking appearance at the beginning of the film reminded audiences that Drew Barrymore was back. Soon after, she starred in The Wedding Singer alongside Adam Sandler. The film was a massive success, and their chemistry became legendary. They went on to work together in more films like 50, First Dates and Blended, each time bringing warmth and laughter to audiences around the world. Drew also found success in Never Been Kissed, where she played the awkward, yet lovable Josie Geller. It was a role that resonated with audiences because it felt real. Drew had always been open about her imperfections, her struggles, and her humanity. That honesty translated to the characters she played. She wasn't just acting, she was sharing pieces of herself. But Drew didn't stop at acting. She expanded her career, proving she was more than just a star on screen. In 1995, she co-founded Flower Films, her own production company. Through it, she not only created opportunities for herself, but also helped bring to life films that became cultural touchstones. One of their biggest successes was the reboot of Charlie's Angels in 2000. Drew not only starred as one of the angels, but also produced the film. It became a blockbuster, empowering a new generation of female action stars and showing Hollywood that women could lead big-budget franchises. Behind the success, Drew was also finding her own balance in life. She experienced ups and downs in her personal relationships, including marriages and divorces. But one of the most important chapters of her life began when she became a mother. For Drew, motherhood changed everything. Her daughters, Olive and Frankie, became her anchor, her reason to live fully and joyfully. She has often said that her children gave her the family she always longed for, and that being a mother is her greatest role. In recent years, Drew has continued to evolve. She launched her own lifestyle brand, Flower Beauty, bringing affordable beauty products to millions. She wrote books, sharing her life lessons and stories with fans. And in 2020, she started The Drew Barrymore Show, a daytime talk show that quickly became beloved for its warmth, humor, and authenticity. Just like Drew herself, the show feels genuine. She laughs, she cries, she connects with her guests and her audience in a way few hosts can. What makes Drew Barrymore's story so powerful isn't just her success, it's her survival. She faced struggles that could have broken her, but instead, she turned them into stepping stones. She learned from her pain, grew from her mistakes, and found joy in places others might have overlooked. Her story is a reminder that no matter how many times you fall, you can rise again. Drew's journey also reminds us of the importance of kindness. Despite the hardships she endured, she has never lost her ability to bring joy to others. She once said that she doesn't want to be known as someone who was perfect, but as someone who was kind. And that's exactly what she has become, a beacon of kindness, resilience, and joy. From a child star in E.T. to a Golden Globe-winning actress, from a troubled teenager to a beloved talk show host and entrepreneur, Drew Barrymore's life is a testament to the power of perseverance and reinvention. She is proof that you can go through darkness and still find the light, that you can fall and still get back up, and that you can take control of your story, no matter how chaotic the beginning may have been. Drew Barrymore isn't just part of Hollywood royalty, she is a queen in her own right, a woman who turned pain into power, mistakes into lessons, and setbacks into comebacks. Her journey is not just inspiring, it's human, and that is why people will always love her. Thank you for watching Nation of Glory. If Drew Barrymore's story touched your heart, make sure to hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more powerful journeys of the legends who shaped Hollywood. Until next time, remember, no matter how many times life knocks you down, you always have the strength to get back up and shine again.